Hi guys, so we're going to go ahead and talk about subtracting positive and negative numbers. So let's just go ahead and do a quick review of adding positive and negative integers. So when we're adding positive and negative integers, typically you'll see something like this. In the middle, it will be a positive sign with a negative sign after it with something that kind of looks like this. Or it can be written with a negative sign in front, adding potentially either another negative or just a positive number. But whenever you see this sign right here in the middle, it's going to be that winky face right there. Winky face, he's happy, and you make that circle, the whole winky face goes away, and that makes him very, very sad indeed, which puts us at 4 subtract 2, which gives us positive 2. This problem over here, we are starting at negative 2, but we got that winky face right there in the middle. Winky face go ahead and goes away, becomes that subtraction sign, so then you have the negative 2 with the 2 in the back. Remember, you don't put the extra negative sign, because when you're getting rid of that winky face, both eyes go away and the nose. And so then we just have negative 2 subtract 2. So if we're starting on our number line, that means we are going to start at negative 2. We're on our number line right here. Subtracting tells us that we're going left on the number line. And then this tells us how many spaces we're going, which would be 2. So that gives us negative 4. Okay? In partnership with the winky face, you have a squinty face, which is where subtracting positive and negative integers comes in. So that's the winky face. And this right here is Senior Squinty Face. You guys ever seen the emoji that's like, meh, just like that? That's where Squinty Face comes in. So this guy right here is Squinty. That's when we have the 2 negative signs. So instead of a positive sign and a negative sign, that's the winky. Squinty face is 2 negative signs next to each other. Squinty face is very angry about life, has very negative outlooks on life. And when you get rid of Squinty face actually becomes a positive sign. So you can kind of see it with the 2 negatives and that parenthesis next to each other. If you just connect them like this, you can see that it makes that adding sign right there. So squinty face is adding and winky face is subtracting. He's so happy about life, and when he goes bye-bye, that makes him very sad. This guy is already grumpy, and so when he goes bye-bye, he's happy. Okay? So let's go ahead and see what this would entail. Okay, so squinty face means that subtracting a negative number is the same thing as adding. So what this would look like is if we have a problem where it's like 4 subtract negative 2. That's when we get that squinty face right there. Not happy. He goes away. Subtracting a negative is the same thing as adding. If you've ever heard the saying, 2 wrongs make a right, that's, you can kind of relate that to squinty face. You got the 2 negatives and it makes that positive. So 4 subtract negative 2 is actually 4 plus 2, which is 6. Okay, so subtracting a negative is the same thing as adding. Okay? Let's go ahead and practice some. So we got, let's practice 7 subtract -4. So we got that squinty face right there in the middle. When he goes away, it's positive because he's so grumpy. We don't like grumpy people. So when they're out of our lives, makes us happy. So then we have the 7 plus 4, which is 11. Okay, just simple addition right there. So subtracting a negative, that good old squinty face, is just an adding sign in disguise. Okay, now if your first number is negative and you need to use it, you're welcome to use the number line in the same way that you would use the winky face. So that first number tells you where to start. The sign in the middle, if it's adding or subtracting, tells you to go right or left. And the second number tells you how many spaces to go. So let's put this into practice with our squinty face. So let's do -2 subtract -4. Okay, the squinty face does not happen with this negative. The squinty face is right here in the middle. Those faces will only ever happen in the middle. Whether it's a winky face or squinty face, they happen in the middle between the two numbers, not right here in the front. Okay? So we got that squinty face, so we can rewrite this problem, get those negative people out of our life, and that makes us happier, makes it more positive. So then we have 4. It's not -4 because this negative sign right here goes away when we get rid of the squinty face. You get rid of both eyes, the nose, so the parentheses go away because we got rid of the nose and the eyes. So the only thing left is the 4. Okay? And then we have that -2 right here in front still. So then we have -2 plus 4. Remember, these parentheses don't make a face because there's a number between them. Okay? So we're going to use our pattern right here on where to solve it. So this first number is where we start. We're going to start at -2. And then this tells me to go right or left. Since it's positive, it means we're going to go to the right. And then this 4 right here tells me how many spaces to move. So we're going to go to the right 4 spaces from -2. 1, 2, 3, 4. That gives us +2. Okay, let's do another one. Let's see, we have 2 subtract -8. Okay, so we got 2 subtract -8. We got that squinty face right there in the middle. So grumpy looking. Get rid of all that negativity in our life, which makes our life more positive. So then this problem is actually just 2 plus 8, which is 10. And you're welcome to use the number line for that. That would mean we're starting at 2. And since it's a positive sign, that means we're going to go to the right 8 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which puts us at +10. Okay, I want you to go ahead and pause the video, and I want you to try these 2 problems by yourself. I'm going to go ahead and write them up here. I want you to try -7 subtract -5. And then I want you to try, let's do 4 subtract -6. So go ahead and pause the video, try these problems yourself, and then once you think you have an answer, go ahead and push play again. Alright guys, welcome back. We're going to go ahead and talk through these problems together. So this first one, we got that squinty face right there in the middle, not right here in the beginning. So because I have those 2 negative signs right next to each other, that becomes a squinty face. All that negativity goes away. So we're just left with the 5 right here. The squinty face becomes a positive sign, and then we have -7. So if we start at -7, we go to the right 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we went to the right because it's a positive sign. That puts us at -2. The second one right here, we got that squinty face right there again in the middle. All that negativity goes away, becomes positive. So then we got that 6 here, we got that 4 here in the front, so it's a 4 plus 6, which is 10. You can look at that on the number line. Start at 4. Since it's positive, we're going to go to the right 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Puts us at 10. Nice job.